Guten Morgen. How are you this morning? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? I think that's copyright infringement. What do you guys think? You have to wonder where incredible souls, why they come into, well, maybe he came into this world at that time so that he wasn't here now. Although we could use a lot more Mr. Rogers, couldn't we? A lot more Mr. Rogers and a lot less, I don't know. I have no good example of who we could do a lot less with. But we could use a lot more Mr. Rogers. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see if this, there we are. Hope everybody's having a good day. Let's see. So I had a very, 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 very interesting evening last night. Sad part is Sam got taken out to the airport. We took him off to the airport, right? And off to the airport he went. And I guess we'll talk about this in a little bit. It was just an interesting evening. So cool. Good morning from Germany. Shoban, welcome. Good morning, Isis. I see a couple Facebook users. You must be on, I think My Mystical Life does that. Or not My Mystical Life. I don't know which group does it. I think Late Bloomers does it. Good morning, Mary and Pam. How are you guys today? I hope you're having a hell of a good morning. Hi, Janet Dow. Jeanette, excuse me. First time. Welcome. We're fun people. The group chat is always a lot of fun. So we have class tonight. Class within the members. Zenny, good morning. Class within the membership this evening is going to be kind of a mashup. I'm kind of looking for a good topic this evening. I haven't found one yet, but I will over the course of the day. We're going to have, since we were sick with COVID at the beginning of the month, there was no schedule this month. I couldn't put my shit together, right? Couldn't get myself together to get it done. So here I am now. I'm feeling much more together than I have felt in well over a month. I'm sharing really quickly. So class should be fun tonight. Good morning from very, very stormy and cold Scotland, where you still have no power. Oh no, that's not good. Said Late Bloomer Psychic and Star Seeds. That's where the Facebook user is coming up for some reason. I don't know why. Normally we see the names, so I'm not quite sure why that's doing that. But Scotland, cold. So don't visit Scotland at this time of year. Is that what you're saying? Don't visit Scotland this time of year. Let me share really quickly. So such an interesting evening. So interesting. And I'm just making sure. A couple things. We have a couple of these left. These are the Advent crystal calendars. Good morning. Good. It's cold in Virginia too. You know what, Mary? Virginia, I love Virginia. Like you probably heard, we've lived in Farmville or outside Farmville and by Keysville, between there, for like a decade. Love Farmville, love Virginia. But man, when it gets bad there, it gets bad. It gets bad, right? Hi, Sandra. Good morning. Roll call. Can I get a whoop whoop? Because in Virginia, you don't usually get as much snow. And when the first snow falls, everybody cancels everything, unless you're doing nails, because then everything, since they're canceling their jobs, that they need to come get their nails done, whatever. But ice. You've never had a storm this bad. Don't visit Scotland. Met office says storm is coming. Okay. Pay attention to that. So we have a couple things. Mr. Fry has a new page. I'm pulling that up right now. so that you guys can go like Mr. Fry's page. He's going to be doing readings and eventually offering healing sessions, which, doesn't sound like it's a woohoo, but it has been a long time coming for him to be able to do that. Okay. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning. If I missed your name, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm going to drink my breakfast. So interesting evening. Did you guys see the pictures? Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? You're in Scotland too. Stephen Roberts is freezing his can off in Scotland too. It's 25 here. It's awesome there. So, let's see where we're starting. You tried the link, but it wouldn't work. I will show you pictures. So here I was driving down the road, just and I didn't turn I never turn the radio on. But normally I have someone to talk to on the phone or whatever when I'm driving. It just makes the time go faster, right? And it still does the same message as yesterday for you. That is crazy. Go to Facebook and typing in Blue Heron Mystic and see if it comes in. See if it comes up differently that way. So I'm driving down the road. I lived in Toledo, Ohio most of my childhood, right? Up till I was 18, moved away. How did the 12 days of Christmas work? The 12 days, I'm working on the thing today. I worked on it yesterday, last night, the 12 days of Christmas giveaway. So we do have people that are that are donating things. You're talking about the Advent box. We have a free 12 days of Christmas coming up that we'll be doing on the webpage. So that's coming up. That'll come out. What is today? Probably later tonight. The 12 days of Christmas Advent crystal calendar can be gifted. So when you have to buy that as a single entity. If you're placing an order, you can't buy a million other things from the shop. You have to go in and buy that and then put their name in the shipping address. And you can gift it to somebody and it'll go off to them. Yeah, absolutely. And they can know who it's from or not. You just have to let us know that. So I'm driving down the road. And I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just sitting there and I hadn't done that in a while and I needed that quiet time. I need lots of quiet time. And I'm going through Toledo. Toledo is a dark place, you guys. You drive by Toledo and you can feel the energy change. It's just it has been this way forever. It's not a new thing, okay? It's just the way Toledo vibrates. And so this just kind of impressed me that this was here. And I'm driving down the road and I thought, wow, those lights are really bright. Why would they put lights that bright on a cell phone tower? I thought, God, that's a really high cell phone tower, though, because, they're not huge in the middle of cities. They're not huge towers. So I'm like, what in the world is that about? And I'm driving, and my guides go, you better take a picture. Yeah, that's the way Marion is, too. Yeah. Heather knows what I'm talking about. So I think we should all get together, all of our Toledo people, because we have quite a few Toledo people and local area people, and do a lunch somewhere for the holiday. I think we should just do a lunch somewhere. So hi, Pamela. So my guides are like, you need to take a picture of this because you're going to be really sad if you don't. So I take my phone and I'm leaning like this. Now, mind you, I'm going 75 miles an hour. And I'm on 75 and I'm getting ready to get off of, I'm getting ready. I just went by, for anybody that lives in Toledo, I was going by, where Carrabba's is. So I'm coming around and I only could pop 2 pictures, but I popped the first picture and you can see the craft, you guys. Now you're seeing the lights. I have not altered it in any way. I will send it over to my youngest son. You live in Brunswick? Awesome. I'm going to send it over to the youngest and he can remove filters or put filters on it and try to lift the light up to see if we can see a shape in there other than lights. But you're still trying to get in. Oh, no, I'll tell you, getting in contact with your guides is like so key, right? That's why I haven't been on very often lately. So anyways, I popped 2 pictures. The first one is of it stationary, and it's about 200 feet away. Now the picture makes it look like it's a lot further than what it was, because when you take a picture of the moon and the optics and all of that. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because the second picture, you can see it go, and then it's gone. Was not a cell phone tower. was not a helicopter. There was no sound. It was just there. Freaked me out. And then I was like, oh my God, how cool is that? So for those of you that have not seen the pictures, here is, which one's the first one? This is the first picture where it is sitting absolutely stationary over top of that building, which is just off of the highway. So, I mean, it's really, really close. And I'm going, is that really a UFO? Is that really a UFO? Sure as shit, really a UFO. Here's the second picture where it started to take off. And it was beginning to look like just a blur. Now, disregard all of the little purple and blue and little white lights. Even a little purple light over top of it is a reflection on my windshield. I always try to debunk something, you guys. I'm always trying to debunk something. But these things, this in the middle, those trio of lights there, the other parts are reflections of the inside of the car and the dashboards. I want to be very clear. That is all that is. Anything but those 1, 2, 3, 4 lights that you see in a cluster right in the middle of the picture, everything else is reflection. These are not messed with in any way. And you can see it had started to take off. Boom. I mean to tell you, I was driving, going, was anybody trying to contact me from the craft? I have been a little disconnected, and I hadn't, it very well, I don't know. I don't think so. Is that the type of craft that people describe Commander Ashtar has? I'm going to say no, because my immediate answer here is no. That is more of a scout kind of thing rather than a larger, more important kind of craft. It wasn't a no, Pamela. No. I would think it would be if it was a drone, the speed at which it took off was incredible. It was, I'm always trying to debunk something. Like, seriously, I'll be like, pictures, la, la, la. But that was big. It doesn't look like it in the picture because of the refraction of the camera lens and all that. But I was so alarmed that it was so large and so close to the highway. I was going, what the world's going on? Because it took me a minute. Your brain sometimes doesn't understand what's going on. It took me a minute to go, okay, Lisa better take a picture. Area 51, right? No, nowhere near Area 51. I did when I lived in New Mexico. So anyways, hopefully to stop a world war. Gosh, I think we have them from both sides here for that. One side wants war and the other side doesn't. And it's, in extraterrestrial life, it's just like us. There's the good and the bad and the nasty and the sarcastic and probably alien Karens. I don't know. I hate to say that. That's not. Someone's gonna roast me for calling somebody a Karen. I know it. From Area 52. Marion is County 51 in Ohio. So yeah, we should pick a central location in Ohio. Have just a lunch. Just sit down and have lunch one afternoon. So anyways, that was my exciting evening. And my goal, because I'm taking an apprenticeship on trance mediumship with Tony. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Tony, with Tony and Chaperon. And Tony Stockwell. And that's one of my things, is enhancing the trance mediumship and trance communication with extraterrestrials, Ashtar, the the Oracle of Delphi, a collective as well. So we have a lot of different things going on. People are like, are you going to pull a card this morning? Or are we just going to make alien jokes? It's out of this world, right? Good morning. It's honest to God. Try shutting down your tree. Am I blurry again? It's all the way over there. There. That'll do it. Okay. Tonight's class, I don't know what tonight's class is going to be on. December, we'll have a structured classes again. December's classes are written down somewhere. I'm just getting back to being connected here. The class on Monday, the 6th of December, if you're in the membership, is on chakras. We're going to talk about chakras. The 13th is Sam's chat class. The 20th is intuitive practice. And on the 27th, I want to do a history of pagan Christian or Christmases. I want to pull together where the traditions of Christmas were brought in from, because a lot of the traditions, and we know this, the traditions were brought in. That was Karen, that was blurry. The traditions are brought in from multiple different. Good morning, Leslie. I know who it is, even though it says Facebook user. The traditions were brought in from multiple different religions and time frames on our planet, right? So we're going to talk on December 27th about how that all come together. You're having surgery on the 6th. All right, Amber. I've been watching. You've not been posting as much lately, or maybe I'm not seeing your. Maybe I'm not seeing your posts. So, anyways, we'll keeping you in our thoughts as always, and then we're gonna do a Reiki. Nope, I can't do it that day. Dang, 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 dang! I pick up Mr. Fry from the airport that day. It's from Saturnalia, yeah. There's so many different traditions that have been brought in. Good morning, Brad. So we have a lot of stuff that we have coming up. You're going to see some things coming out today. I've got to go pack packages up because we had a really great sale last week. We're going to have a citrine sale in the next week or so. Natural citrine, not baked citrine, and selenite. So we're going to have a couple little things here and there. Okay. And the 12 days of Christmas is coming up. So let us go to this cards. Okay. We've been talking aliens. There's no wrong feed. Hello, we are all connected, right? I'm looking. So if anybody on here is techie, I am trying to figure out how. Good morning, Linda. I'm talking. I have a card deck in my hand now, though. I did earlier too, and I'm trying to figure out if anybody knows how to make this happen. There is a way, an app or something that I can put a little thing up that says, type whatever to this phone number or this code, and you will get an alert when I go live on Facebook. If anybody knows how to do that or make that happen, please let me know, because I sat and searched and could find no way to do it other than through Facebook, which was long and drawn out, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. Oh. Okay. Oh, private readings. Yes, I do private readings, Linda Fortune. If you go to my Facebook or my webpage, Yeah. I have to ask Vicky. I'll have to ask Vicky. I haven't seen Vicky lately. Okay. Ooh, this one? Okay. And this one. And this one. Okay. Let's do a reading. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, was she on here last night? Yeah, but not everybody gets the notices, Amber. So Amber says it gives me an option of on one of your lives to turn on notifications when you go live. I'm looking for the app that goes directly to your phone. A lot of times Facebook doesn't give the notification. So we're looking for different ways to get notifications across. Okay. How do we open ourselves up to the new year full of incredible prosperity, abundance? Abundance is coming. This is what my guides say. This is a right now message. Abundance is coming. We are going to have a major shift and turmoil that are going to shake up our apple cart. I thought we already had that. I thought we already had that. What the hell? They're like, no, it's going to be on a level that, and they say, we learn through pain. My guides are talking really good this morning. They're like, where do we learn? We learn in the turmoil. We learn in the pain. We learn in the moments that we're not really happy to be right there at that time, right? And what they're saying is, hey, it's okay. Let the dust settle. Let things happen. You have to have your phone settings so that you get notifications. So allow things to happen. There's going to be some turmoil. On the other side of that, we are going to have to be open to loving other people. We're going to have to be open to not just loving our family or loving our friends. We're going to have to show compassion for people around the globe. But yet, as we can be global, our communities can also be more tight-knit. We need to be paying attention more to our communities as well, because what's happened is people have become so disconnected from each other. You know how small schoolhouses used to be, guys? You start throwing all of these kids in with teenage prepubescence attitude problems in one huge space where they don't know each other. That's why you have all of this bullying and all of this nastiness, that and a lot of the access they have to stuff nowadays. They used to be small. You used to have 20 kids, 30 kids in an area, in a school. And now you have thousands. Well, of course you're going to have problems, right? It's time to bring our communities back to knowing each other, to being in close contact and knowing we have to take care of each other. This is important. This is what my guides are saying. This is important. There's going to be a meltdown and a rebuild. I don't know what they're talking about. This is the first time I'm hearing this message myself. So, but we have to go forward in love. And you know what? There's not a lot of love floating around right now. I sat at a table last night. I'm going to give you something. Sam and I went to dinner together last night. Texas Roadhouse. It was just grabbing a steak. And there was a lady at the table across from us. And she caught my attention before she even opened her mouth, because the negativity rolling out of that booth was like, wow. And I do not pay attention to people out in public, you guys. Totally shut down in public. I think it's a defense mechanism that I have done throughout my life, because I didn't realize I picked so much up, and then you just kind of learn how to do things, right? So, but she rolled just negativity out of that area over there. And I looked at Sam and I'm like, watch this. This woman is going to cause problems. I guarantee it. So everybody gets their food over the table across the street or across the road here or area. And I'm just sitting there enjoying dinner with my husband. And you hear her go, this is shit. And she got chicken tenders. Okay. And she's forcing people. She's like breaking this tender across and she's handed it to everybody. And she's like, isn't this horrible? Instead of, my chicken tenders are dry. Maybe I should talk to the cashier or my waitress and see if they'll bring me some new ones. These are really dry. Now, she's like, and she has this horrible look at her face and she's spreading it around the table. There were 8 other people at this table. She's spreading it around the table and they're trying to eat. And she is complaining and complaining to everybody but the people that can take it and make it better. Until when? The very last, they go to pay the bill, and then she starts to complain to the waitress. Very good waitress. She had been there 5-6 times. And I told Sam that I was going to have to watch. She's going to wait until there's nothing that can be done. And she's going to then complain. And that's exactly what she did. What is the purpose of that? Why sit in discontent? Why sit and watch everybody else eat their meal and enjoy their meal and sit in that anger? Because she was angry. I mean, you could see it on her face. I thought, my gosh, how many people do this? But not just with the meal, but in life. How many people sit in discontent and anger and revolve there? And then what do? They talk to everybody around them and try to piss them off too and make everyone uncomfortable. Absolutely. So she was sitting and revolving in a situation instead of trying to find resolution and move forward. So many people do that. Misery loves company, right, Tammy? The only one that can change stuff is ourself. We have to cultivate. Hi, Pam Gary. We have to cultivate prosperity, positive thought, all of those things. We have to bring that in. It's the new year. I'm going to see if I can get Tammy Manzo to come on in the membership or maybe even do a live with her. Tammy Manzo, if you guys are not familiar with Tammy Manzo, here, before I start talking about her too much. There we go. Before I start talking about her too much, I want to have her up here. Copy. Okay. Tammy Manzo, you guys, here is her Facebook page, is drop dead amazing astrologist. I have it. It's the link pasted right here. She is amazing. Every year we try to get Sam and I both get an astrology reading for her for the year. I take notes. I write down when she tells me things are changing. She's on point always. So North Node Venus astrology, I typed it in there. It is your higher self 1. She is amazing, you guys. If you are looking for an astrologist to do your yearly forecast, we so highly recommend her. She's so amazing. But she'll give you that idea of when you can create change and cultivate prosperity within your year. That just is amazing. Okay. Let's do some readings this morning because it's cold outside and I don't want to go out yet. I don't. I have baby horses to feed that do not lead. They do not lead, which means 500 pounds of a horse going, I don't want to go forward. And I said, well, the grain's inside. You can either come in or not. Let's go with this. So I have to go drag horses into the barn, drag goats out of the barn, put out hay, move water troughs, all those things. She is such a calm person. She is amazing. She spends so much time doing your reading. She just is really, really, really well, really good. Okay. This goes to, can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? Thank you. This goes to Leslie. Leslie, your guides are saying you need to go on a vacation. The answers you're looking for. And what this means is you don't have to travel somewhere else, by the way. This is a calm center feeling. And this is really relevant to that feeling of pulling away from where you're sitting, where you're being right now, and finding that peace and quiet. And that's what happens when we go on a vacay, right? That's what happens when we go on a vacation. You'll find that when you go on a vacation, a lot of times your intuition increases. Has anybody else experienced this? Hi, Stace. Has anybody else experienced this? When you leave to go on a vacation, you may be driving or flying. Well, maybe not flying because flying's hectic, but after you get off that plane. But when we drive to go on vacation, like my intuition goes because we stepped away from all the pressing things. And that's what your guides are saying. Step away from some of the pressing things and settle down into yourself, because that's what they say. A vacay is a nice thing too, right? Good to have a vacay. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Who else are we reading for this morning? We have class tonight at 7 Central. Tonight's class is, goodness knows, I don't know on what, but it's on something. And you just went to Aruba for your 60th, and the break was awesome. Good morning, Mr. Fry. There's Mr. Fry. Your intuition when you went up and you did a staycation, you're going on vacation 10/12. Awesome. Vacation. You get a vacation, and you get a vacation, and you get a vacation. Right? Mr. Sam? You need a break from reality. Understood that. Understand that. Understand. Sandra Oaks, I'm pulling from my comfort deck for you. My guides are like, pull from the comfortable deck. And it's talking about, good morning, Angel. Your guides are talking about healing situations. This has been a big conversation in the last week. Reconciliation, and not just reconciliation with people, but with yourself as well. Reconciling, hey, this is something that I had go on in my life, and maybe I had some responsibility in that. Oh, that's a dog snoring. Things along those lines. Reconciling with situations that may have affected you poorly in life, and you're still trying to sort them out because you're still believing something somebody told you however many years ago. That's what they're talking about. It's time to reevaluate some situations that from the past that you go, I don't know that I feel great about that. And you have to kind of look in there and go, what is it that's still affecting me, and resolve that. Okay. Bum, bum. Okay. You went to Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda. Come on, pretty mama. Let's see. Mary Haygood. Mary, I want to talk about Beach Boys. I went and saw them when I was 18. Everybody else was getting to go to Duran Duran. My mom took me to the Beach Boys. Here we go. Mary Haygood. So I want to talk about some of the things you're hearing in your immediate environment. And I feel like it's a, hi, Barbara Zisk. Mary Reardon, good morning. I know you've been here and I thought I said hi, but I wanted to double check. I keep getting this feeling in my ear like, why don't you do it my way? Why don't you believe my way? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Like, your opinion, not your opinion, but your thought processes are just not as relevant. It just is this feeling of you're hearing something and it's just not what you need to be hearing. You need to be able to be more vocal and say, this is what I want out of my life. I don't need XYZ. I don't have to follow everybody else's lead. I can do my own thing. And I feel like there's something, hi Heidi, happy Monday. I feel like there's something there that you could be breaking off and doing on your own, even if it's a scary thing. I feel like there's something you could be doing and just to make yourself a little happier, bring in a little bit more joy. And I feel like it has to do with your hands. I don't know if it's an art or something along those lines, but your guides are like, hey, let's do something different for ourselves. We don't have to always do for other people. Time to stand up for our own intuition. Stephen Roberts, I want to talk about my sinuses. Oh my gosh. You paint ornaments. Are you charging enough for them? Do you paint them for other people and charge for them? Are you charging enough? I feel like there's money involved. Stephen, I want to talk about your sinuses. Oh my gosh. Make sure you're taking care of any sinus issues you have coming up or going on. I feel like there's one side that's heavier than the other, like just sitting there. Okay, Sandra, I'll look for that. Why have I have a twitch and a small sense of anxiety that goes with this? Oh, not my sinuses. I'm picking up his. Mine are actually really good. Whether or not he has sinus issues, right? Is that super accurate? Okay. Because, oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out why they want to talk about your sinuses. So just a second. Ears popping. Ears popping. This is feeling of disconnection. And I know you said you're still trying to get in touch with your guides and there's this disconnection. Disconnection, but also this float away feeling. I keep getting this float away feeling that goes with this as well. Make sure you're taking care of this. All right. Got my cheekbone smashed in a hostage situation. Stephen, what the hell do you do for a living? Don't tell us if it's going to cause us peril. Oh my gosh. I hope that's terrifying. That's terrifying. I know, right? Here's us. Are we talking to James Bond? Or was it like you were a hostage? That's terrifying. That's terrifying. I get the stress that goes. I get this stress. It gives me this feeling of, oh, I understand. Thank you. I get this feeling of, I want to, you get dizzy when you stand up. Okay. I get this feeling of like, I want to get sick. Like I want to talk about things. I want to bring information out. I want to let go of stuff. I'm going to see, I'm going to ask if you have any kind of PTSD. I mean, that's kind of a general question for something like that, right? Happened 15 years ago. I just feel like there's something that still needs to be gone over. Something still needs to be gone over. It's just this feeling of like that. And I have one of your guides that's doing this. And I actually feel like this is somebody that's passed over and they're like, they were a finger wagger. They were a finger wagger. I actually feel like it was a woman and she's a finger wagger. Huge PTSD. Dreams, I'm assuming nightmares, dreams, because this person's like, you need to deal with this or you're not going to get any kind of sleep or peace. You need to deal with this. So you need to be talking about some things. I don't know if you're in any kind of therapy or anything like that. But I'm telling you, tapping, I don't know if you've tried the EFT, anything like that. I know it's good for PTSD. But boy, you've got to bring this level down. You've got to bring this level down. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't have back issues. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't have back issues. They're like tense. And I know you said you're always tense. But then I get this, it's something I do when I get stressed or I get anxious. They're making me feel like my back is moving off of my hips. That would be your wee sister who passed away 3 years ago. Okay. But they're taught for me, they're saying it hurt, because when I get really stressed and tense, here's the hips and here's the back, and my back muscles pull off to the side, and I walk kind of like Quasimodo. So they're saying you've recently come across EFT. This is awesome because EFT, this is validation then. This is like your guides going, come on, let's do this. Let's create the change. Let's be part of that process of change. EFT, I had some really yicky stuff in my past that was keeping me blocked from being able to really communicate with guides and work spiritually. And I really, really wanted to. I knew it's what I wanted to do. So I turned to EFT. And I have to tell you, now I can think about the things that I had go on in my life and go, whatever. It's not a big deal. It doesn't affect me now. Yeah, huge back issues recently. And I've had frozen shoulder for the last 3 years. Getting yourself, do you understand that the physical things that you're going through are all mentally connected, right? Do you understand that? They're all mentally connected. When we have moments that we stay in one spot and we can't move forward, we feel like we can't move forward, it starts to manifest in our body. So okay, gotcha. Try something subtle like EFT, or try something very easy on yourself like Qigong and the very basic, maybe standing meditation, or just doing some basic stretches. Super important to get your chi moving. You get your chi moving and you're going to find that a lot of things emotionally break loose as well. So they're interlocked there. They're intertwined. So some super, super easy Qigong. And there's plenty of easy ones to do that will help break up the energy. I was supposed to start today. I'm back on my Qigong. But I got to clean my bedroom. Look at that. I had an excuse. I actually put my jeans on before my workout pants and I thought I was going outside. I'm working at it. Since your sister passed away, it's been super difficult. Stephen, if you're not on the Late Bloomers, Healers and Intuitives group, please join, because you can always put out there when you're having a rough day. And it's such an incredible group of people that would just be like, hey, how can we help? What can we talk about? What can we do to divert energy or attention? It's a wonderful community. And I have absolutely nothing to do with it except I talk. Everybody in there is just amazing. I've recently started easy exercises in Tai Chi. Now, Tai Chi, Qigong is the basis of Tai Chi. You cannot have Tai Chi without Qigong. So every exercise you do in Tai Chi is Qigong. Tai Chi just added the martial arts aspect to it, and Qigong is the essential flow. Yes, we rally for everybody. We try to, right? Hi, Jude. Good morning. Yes, we always look for a reason to not do what we have to do, right? And I have to do qigong. My joints from eating crappy food over the last 2 months that I have inhaled any type of food that I could out of stress, have really had an issue because I stopped doing qigong and I started eating crappy. So I know what I need to do to change that. Thus, you saw me drink breakfast. But we have to take care of ourselves. Yeah, qigong is amazing. I do love it. I have to get back to it. But that's your guides are really you have to start taking care of both, and they'll fall in line. Things will start to be easier. Because you're getting guidance. You're getting guidance. You're just not catching it. That's all. You're just not catching it. I know your diet this week has been so bad, Leslie. I told Sam, I said, and Richard, I said, you better take every one of those cookies that you want because they're going in the trash tomorrow. And Sam goes, you're throwing the cookies away? Hell yeah, I'm throwing those cookies away. They're the devil. Those cookies are the devil. Good morning, Meredith. Those cookies are the devil. Emotional eater. Right here. And you know who doesn't help? Tammy Ammett posted all those recipes and everything. Could you just post some keto-friendly recipes, Tammy? I mean, there's plenty out there. Please. You know, my friend brought those cream cheese or those Allie, Lexi Animal Communicator, come over for Thanksgiving, and she brought those enchiladas, those not cream cheese, cheesecake enchiladas. What the hell? You can't throw away a good cookie. Oh, I can throw it away. I must miss the healthy mornings, Tammy. I must miss the healthy mornings. You can't throw a pumpkin pie away? I have a whole pumpkin pie. Nobody has touched the pumpkin pie. I'm like, how am I supposed to do it? And nobody's touched it. No. Who else can throw away sweets? Who's Achilles' heels is sweets? Who's Achilles' heel is sweets? Me. Or when Mr. Fry comes into the living room, can I freeze it after I cooked it? Mr. Fry comes into the living room 9:30 at night, and he's like, I'm hungry again. Would you like some pizza rolls? What the hell? Why not? I mean, screw it. Let's do it. I got to stop that. I get my 16-year-old to eat it. I know. Wish you had that metabolism. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, sadly, about 5 years ago, I lost about 30 pounds, and I kept it off until 2 months ago. I brought it all back. Mr. Fry, hey, don't blame me. I didn't blame you, honey. Oh, okay. Yes, you do. You do the pizza roll thing. You know you do. And I can say no, and I take responsibility for that. I could say no. No worries, Jude. No worries. I'm putting the 12 days of Christmas. You rarely have sweets in your house. Now, since I started back on eating better today, the sweets will leave the house and I won't buy them. You lost 190 pounds, Jude? You rocking that, girl. I plan on losing, I have to take small increments. I have a 30-pound goal right now. That make me happy. It's always Stephen, don't jump on his train. Yeah, I've gained all my weight back that I lost 5 years ago. And it wasn't a huge amount, but it's still enough to make me feel. It's okay, though, because you know what? It's my choice. I can lose it. Absolutely. That's all of our choice. We can all choose to say no. And I know I threw Sam under the bus, but I can always say no. I don't though. But I could always say no. And once I throw these cookies and stuff away, there won't be any more. Don't poke the bear, Stephen. Play nice, Stephen. Okay. It's a man thing. I know men have to band together. I get it. I lose weight because I can't eat anything. Amber, I'm hoping that you get some health resolution. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'm going to go start. Well, I got to go turn the heat on. Mr. Fry, did you get the message from your son? The oldest spawnling. You're fine, Stephen. You're fine. You can freeze the pie. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. And green stuff. Who eats green stuff? The green stuff, the Watergate salad. We call it the green stuff. Who has had Watergate salad? It's like it's a flashback from the 70s. The Watergate salad. It's pistachio pudding, whipped cream, marshmallows, and sometimes walnuts. Pineapple and crushed pineapple. I hope that helps, Stephen. I really do. Who has this at the holidays? Like barbecues and holidays. My mom always made Watergate salad. Feed the Colts, make the Colts move. That's what I gotta do. Watergate salad. Oh, I bet. No, I don't know. They would probably like the pumpkin pie, but I worry about stuff in it. That stuff is nasty. Oh my gosh, we grew up on it. It was like fed into our veins with an IV. My mom made it all the time. Okay, she made it all the time. And my sister-in-law made it. It was like a flashback to childhood because I never make it. I was like, oh. So I got to throw that away too. I don't want to, but I'm going to. You're going to Ollie's? I love shopping at Ollie's. Have a good appointment. And then the lunch for potato soup and freshly made rolls. Now that sounds good, doesn't it? Potato soup. Does not sound like it's on my food. Yeah, you had it at all the holidays. Yeah, my mom like mainlined that stuff. So, okay. I'm going to talk to Sam and we're going to see about, at Logan's. We're going to talk about meeting up in Ohio for lunch. I have to find a central location for the Ohio people to, if anybody wants to meet up and have a lunch. We had talked about doing it here at the house, but Fiona, we do read. We do read. I read for a couple people. Normally evenings we do like one reading after another. Mornings are generally let's chat and have fun together because it's a great spiritual community that people come together and just have a good time. You're in your PJs? No, I'm not. It's a new shirt. Not in my PJs. I don't know where to do this though, Meredith. I don't know where to do this. I'd like to do it on a highway. Hi, Heather Johns. We're talking about getting together and doing like a holiday lunch just for fun at a restaurant in Ohio. I'm thinking, I don't know. You're in your PJs. I have to look. I know we have, and welcome Fiona. I'm just, how many people from, we have quite a few people from Ohio. Absolutely. So it's actually surprising how many people we have from, so let me know. I'm thinking maybe the Findlay area. I think we might do it in Findlay. Is that too far for Toledo people to travel? It's only like 45 minutes away from Toledo. Because it's right there in 75. We have people that are in the south of Ohio that if they want to come up, that's accessible to them there. In Sandra Oaks, I mean, I'm thinking Findlay is a good, easy area. I mean, we have at least 4 people. You're closer to ISIS, absolutely. 4 people in Toledo. Okay. What about you, Meredith? You went to Findlay College? I had a really sizable scholarship to Findlay College, and I didn't go. I was going to Massachusetts. You're in England, Devon, England. Shannon's in. Shannon wants to go. Don't work. I don't remember. Oh, I was going to take the Western Equestrian at Findlay College. April. They have a huge equestrian, and then they said, oh yeah, it'll be afternoon. And then they said you have to mount your horse from the ground. Well, I never mount from the ground. I use a block. I'm not a small chick. I'm not going to do that to a horse. And it made me so nervous that I didn't go. I mean, like 3/4 of my college at Findlay was paid for because I had taken some college classes. And before that, and I was in some society because my grade point average was really good and smart and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. And so when they got my transcripts, they gave me a scholarship. Massachusetts. She's in Massachusetts. Okay. What did my guides say about what I saw last night? See, when I lived in Montana, Leslie, I had just started doing lives when I lived in Montana. We actually went and stayed at, we camped at Glacier a lot. Short people camp. I'm on 5'9" though. I'm 5'10", but I just don't do that to the horses. Blue Ash, Ohio is a hotel you work at. The meeting room, that's 3 hours from you. Hey, April, let's talk because I don't want to have to clean my house again. Gave me severe anxiety having people over. I don't want to clean my house right now. Always had a step ladder. I have a mounting block. And I was talking to Sam yesterday. I'm like, let's transition to driving. I love to drive. I used to drive carriage. You see the vis-a-vis, the Cinderella carriages around cities. I used to drive carriage when I was 21 years old. And I loved it. Loved driving. I used to drive teams of draft horses when I was a kid, and when I was a kid. So I love to drive. So I think we're going to transition over to driving horses. Well, not driving horses, but our horses are going to start to learn how to drive. Keep your happy home. Learn new skills. We wouldn't get rid of them. Well, it was a major ordeal to straighten the house when we got back home. Now, mind you, we've been gone for like 8 years, and the kids have lived here, and none of my stuff was where I wanted it. Like even the rugs were gone. I'm like, where's my rugs? They were in the bathroom. This little door right here. This is a bathroom under the stairs, and everything was crammed in there. And I was like, so I had to take all the rugs out, had to move all the cabinets, get everything out of the cabinets. It wasn't just like, let's scrub the floors. It was every cabinet had to be redone. And it was a huge ordeal. And I'm not done because everything that I don't know what to do with is in the bedroom. Special steering wheel for the horses when they drive. No, they get special shiny harnesses though. The steering wheel. Get the horses to do the cleaning as well. Yeah, lazy butts. One of them just went to my friend's house. He's going to be doing goat roping, he's going to be Pee-wee rodeo. He's going to hate it because he's such a fat butt. And all he does is eat. And he's going to be like, I'm too special for this. Seriously, I'm too special for this. So yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, 8 years is a long time to put back together. And the farmhouse, I mean, it's just a big, huge Victorian farmhouse, and I look like redneck heaven. It's okay. Breathe. You have boxes in your garage. I just don't want to deal with still. Get it, right? Moving isn't a quick thing. Okay. I can see them now driving away from you. No, Jude. Clem, his name is not his registered name isn't Clem, but Clem, our gelding, the last time he was hooked up, he took off with the cart and he's not been hooked back up. He will be. I have the cart, the harness, the horse, might as well, right? Nothing quite as horrifying as watching your precious little horse run around the yard with a cart attached to the back of him. My fault totally. I didn't have him tied up when I was hitching him. And the cart going. He was fine, though. He didn't get hurt. You still have things under your barn from the trailer that burnt in 2016. You don't like to deal with things. Understand. Yeah, house fires are traumatic, though. Very, very, very traumatic. It just changed. It's world changing. Okay. I have work to do and things to get done and stuff to do and stuff like that. So invoices are out. If you were in the sale, invoices are out. And I will be outside packing things today. Newsletter is something I'm working on today. The 12 Days of Christmas will be up. If I get everything done in the order in which it's supposed to today. And I'm trying not to rush myself. So if it doesn't get done today, it will get done tomorrow. All right. Procrastinate much? A little. Honestly, I haven't felt like doing anything. I haven't felt like it. Pitter patter, Mr. Fry. I haven't felt like it. So that was just, if you guys are interested in the 12 Days of Christmas Crystal Advent Calendar, here is the link. We still have a couple. We don't have a lot. This is the link to the Advent Calendar. It's a different crystal each day to be plucked from its little box. And it is the 12 Days of Christmas in crystal form. So you can send those as a gift as well. You just put their shipping information. I just saw a man walking with a weed whacker carrying his oxygen tank. Can we send him some good vibes for an easy day? Wow. That's hard work when you're on oxygen. Seriously. Okay. Stephen. Oh, man, breathe deep, man. Breathe deeper. Bring in some calming energy. Because as I looked at your name again, you guys are like, oh my gosh, he's getting messages. He's not listening. He needs to relax. Diana, good morning. And good morning, good evening, and good night. I'm already done. So we'll see you guys if you are a membership. If you are in the membership, here's the link to the membership, by the way. How silly am I not to put that up there? If you're in the membership, if you want to be in the membership, there's the link. $11.11 a month gets you in on all the classes. You get to see everything we've already ever done, in addition to everything coming up. And we are a fun people, right? Yeah, they're trying really hard, aren't they, Leslie? They're trying really hard. So 7 p.m. Central Time is when class will be tonight, and I'm not sure what it's on yet, but it'll be fun, something fun, I think. All right, everybody, have a wonderful afternoon, and I will talk to you then. Bye.